El tiempo presente de verbos ER e IR. En este video vas a aprender la conjugación de verbos que terminan en las letras ER y verbos que terminan con las letras IR. Vamos a conjugar los verbos en el tiempo presente y los verbos van a ser verbos regulares. Bueno, empezamos. First, connect with English. You learned in our lesson about the present tense conjugation of AR verbs that the present tense always indicates that an action is happening now. In English, you can express the present tense in different ways. I eat, I am eating, I do eat, I write, I am writing, I do write. All of those actions are happening now, but they use different words to express that. In Spanish, you need just one word to express all of those ideas. Yo como means I eat, or I am eating, or I do eat, because it is the present tense of the verb comer. Yo escribo means I write, I am writing, or I do write, because it is the present tense conjugation of the word escribir. Again, these are the first person singular conjugations of an ER verb, comer, and an IR verb, escribir. Regular verbs that end in ER or IR work a little differently than regular AR verbs. You remember that the conjugation of AR verbs sounds like this: o, as, a, amos, ais, an. To form the present tense of ER and IR verbs, you do it this way. The endings of the verbs are basically the same, except in the nosotros, nosotras, and vosotros, vosotras forms. The letter change in these will match the ending of the respective infinitive. So what this means is, in the nosotros and the vosotros forms, in the ER conjugation, you're going to be looking for E's in the ending. They match with the ER ending. And in the nosotros and vosotras forms, for IR verbs, you're going to look for I's in the endings, because it will match the infinitive. This is what it looks like in text. First, let's look at the verb vender. Vender is an ER verb, and the endings for ER verbs are o, es, e, hemos, eis, en. You see that the ending here, hemos and eis, is an E. It matches the ending of the verb here, ER, E ending. So when you put those endings onto the root of the infinitive, it sounds something like this. Yo vendo, tú vendes, él, ella, usted vende, nosotros, nosotras vendemos, vosotros, vosotras vendéis, ustedes, ellos, ellas venden. Here are some examples in context. Mario vende la comida en la cafetería. Mario sells the food in the cafeteria. He's doing it now. This is a present tense conjugation. We use the word vende because Mario is an él, a third person singular. There's only one of him. Los piragueros venden piraguas en San Juan. Shave ice vendors sell shave ice in San Juan. We use the verb venden, the present tense, because los piragueros is an ellos, masculine, and there's more than one. So we use venden. That's an ER verb, vender. Now let's look at an IR verb, compartir. An IR verb has the following endings for the conjugation: o, es, e, imos, is, and en. In the first person plural and the second person plural, the nosotros and the vosotras forms, note how the ending matches the ending of the infinitive. An I ending, I ending, I ending, I ending. This is the only place where this change happens. Otherwise, these conjugations are very similar. You have the o, the es, and the a, and the en the same. These are the only two that's different. Hemos and eis for ER verbs, imos and is for IR verbs. So let's take these IR verb endings and put them onto the verb compartir. It sounds like this. Yo comparto, tú compartes, él, ella, usted comparte. Nosotros, nosotras compartimos. Vosotros, vosotras compartís. Ustedes, ellos, ellas comparten. Un contexto. Compartimos las uvas. We share the grapes. There is no subject listed here. There is no pronoun listed here. But we know it is we share because of the ending. Imos. That is the first person plural form of the conjugation, which means we. Compartimos las uvas. We share the grapes. Comparto el helado con mi amiga. I share the ice cream with my friend. Again, there is no pronoun, no subject here to tell us who's doing the action or saying the words, but we can understand who it is just by the ending of the word. O. Comparto. That is the ending for the first person singular. That means I. I share the ice cream with my friend. Comparto el helado con mi amiga. So in summary, putting it all together, the endings for ER and IR verbs are very similar. There is only one difference, and that is in the nosotros and the vosotros forms. An ER verb ending conjugation sounds like this: o, es, hemos, eis, en. And an IR conjugation sounds like this: o, es, hemos, is, en. Only one small difference here.